Welcome back to the Justice Conference Asia 2016. It is such an honor to be with Anson Chan, the former Chief Secretary of Hong Kong. And you share with us some of your experiences over the years working here in Hong Kong, and you're such an inspiration to many. I know one of the things that you've really believed in, you've really been a pioneer of, is universal suffrage in Hong Kong, which has been a really interesting issue. Can you tell us a little bit about your perspective?
The starting point is to refer to the promises that Beijing made to the people of Hong Kong. And that is that actually in the year 2007, we were supposed to be able to decide on our own how fast to move towards one man, one vote. But here we are in the year 2016, and the goal still seems to be very, very far away. I think Hong Kong has been ready for one man, one vote for a long, long time. And the only thing that will give our chief executive political legitimacy is through the ballot box. That will enable the government to be a much more effective government and to have the support of the community, which is crucial.
And obviously we saw last year with the protests here in Hong Kong, and it really made international news, and a lot of people are kind of asking, don't really understand the issue. So for someone who was former, you've been in the government and been involved, what's your perspective kind of from the inside looking out?
I think the immediate trigger point was clearly the fact that, once again, we're stalled on implementing one man, one vote, despite the promises that Beijing have made. But underlying this is the growing disenchantment and the growing dissatisfaction with a government that doesn't listen, a government that doesn't genuinely consult the people. I think young people are increasingly feeling that they face a very, very bleak future. The income disparity is getting worse, not getting better. You can never aspire to own your own accommodation. And job mobility, social mobility, and also economic opportunities are getting few and far between. So no wonder our young people are very, very angry. But above all, I think they are seriously concerned at seeing the erosion of our core values, at our lifestyle. And this is, at the end of the day, what matters most to young people. We see ourselves as different from the rest of the mainland, even though we are all Chinese. And fundamentally, it is rooted in the fact that we have the rule of law and basic rights and freedoms, which our compatriots, unfortunately, at this stage, still don't enjoy in the mainland. And this is what we want to hang on to.
And what do you see, as the role of Hong Kong going forward? We know that obviously it's one country, two systems, but what do you see now as Hong Kong plays as a role? It's very different now that things have changed and the handover and things. So what do you see now as the future role of Hong Kong?
I think we are in danger of forgetting that Hong Kong has a very unique role to play, not only in the long-term sustainable economic growth of our country as a whole, but in terms of helping our country modernize and come into the 21st century. And the way we can best perform that role is to hang on to our core values, which is rooted around the rule of law, an independent judiciary, a squeaky clean civil service, and basic rights and freedoms, which, after all, are supposed to be guaranteed under the basic law.
And we know, and I think we hear a lot of complaints here in Hong Kong about the influence of Beijing maybe in Hong Kong. But do you see a positive influence of Hong Kong in terms of mainland China?
Absolutely. We're already helping to a great extent in raising professional standards, in fighting corruption. And in the same way, as and when our country as a whole move towards greater political liberalization, I think Hong Kong is a treasure trove of institutions that work, that have proven to work, which will really help our country be accepted as a fully fledged member of the international community and embracing universal values.
And for you right now, personally, what's kind of your main mission? What's the one thing that you're really excited about?
Two things. I'm concerned about pushing forward on democratization, but I'm also increasingly concerned at the quality of governance, because at the end of the day, that is what matters most to most people.
Anson, thank you so much for being at the Justice Conference. It's been a pleasure hearing from you.
Thank you.